Hi, I'm Avery Amundsen, and I've got peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head.
What?
No Andy Milanakis for y'all? I got bees on my head, but don't call me a bee head.
He's like an adult now.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
No, but I know who he is.
I'm screaming.
I'm Tony. I also am not a pea head.
And he does not have peas on his head either.
Are you saying peas, like
Peas.
the vegetable?
I've got
or urine?
peas on my head. Peas. I've got peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head.
I don't have pea or peas on my head. There's nothing on my head, but I don't even have hair.
We have Chresten, who potentially has peas under his cap.
Maybe. I'm not going to share.
And what is your red thing that you've brought for us today?
My red thing is pepperoni.
Pepperoni! I'm so excited to talk about pepperoni with you today.
Yeah. I'm excited too.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead. Tell me, what are your first thoughts?
My first thoughts, I don't know, it just brings me back to childhood.
Yeah.
That was the only topping I had on my pizza, pepperoni.
Let's
That's it.
pontificate about pepperoni.
Until I left home when I was...
Really? So
yes.
it was all pepperoni
all
the
pepperoni.
time?
I probably had some sausage here and there, but...
Okay. That surprises me considering what a culinary whiz
I know,
you are today.
I've expanded my palate quite a bit since...
Interesting.
Since I was younger, yeah.
Well, as I was doing my pepperoni research, I saw that pepperoni is like by far the most popular ingredient, like topping on a pizza. 33% of Americans add pepperoni, which if you like 1 out of every 3 pizzas.
I always thought there would be more.
I know too. I thought so too. But if you think of all the other toppings and how they get
that's true.
proliferated, they said besides cheese, because technically cheese is on practically all the pizzas, unless you're a special dairy friend.
I have 2 pepperoni thoughts. One, every time I hear pepperoni, every time we get pepperoni for the girls, I say pepperoni.
Pepperoni!
Because it's my dad's joke, and they hate it, and I say it every time. 2, pepperoni is a weird thing where it doesn't have a life outside of pizza.
It really doesn't.
It's the only character in the pizza world that doesn't have other... why isn't there a pepperoni sandwich?
I've never thought of that. Actually,
dude,
there is... My friend's mom would make toast with American cheese and pepperoni on top.
Yum!
But it's not like a known thing, but that was, she would make that.
Pepperoni.
And American cheese.
Does she put in the toast in the microwave after? So toast it, microwave, cheese, microwave.
Where did the microwave come into?
How are you going to melt the cheese?
It was melted. I have no idea how she did it.
Or she's putting the whole thing in the oven, maybe.
She
or
might
on a
have.
pan, like a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Sounds like an air fryer meal right there. That'd be pretty good.
One of my best camping meals. I'm using air quotes for camping because it wasn't. We rented a house. We were in a house. But my friend Sam and I go on these like unplugged vacations, and we love them so much. They started by accident because we planned a real vacation, and then COVID changed everything. And we're like, well, we still want to go somewhere. We'll just go somewhere and not interact with anybody else and not do anything. And it was actually so peaceful. But so at the beginning of the trip, we go to like a Walmart and just get all our groceries, and we just live off of that. I made the most wonderful breakfast sandwiches with stale English muffins, a little stale, some white cheddar. We got thick slices of pepperoni and eggs. It was a breakfast sandwich, and we still talk about it. We're like, that pepperoni breakfast sandwich still slaps so hard. Were we hungry? Yes. Did we have limited ingredients? Yes. But it was so good.
That sounds good to me.
Yes.
I think it's the pepperoni grease probably on top. It's like a little extra.
I mean, because we didn't have bacon. I'm like, I want a greasy meat element. I'll use this pepperoni. And it crisped up real nice.
Yum.
Oh my gosh.
Feelings on the pepperoni, the cupness of the grease. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I'll put it myself. I don't need a cup of grease on my pizza. I'd rather because some people like the crispy.
The Cupparoni?
Yeah. I knew this was going to get brought up.
I was ready for this.
Where do you stand on the pepperoni?
Man, it's a tough one. I enjoy both. I love both.
They both have a place.
Yeah, I do sometimes enjoy a little, like when they cup, they might get a little char on them.
Yes, the cup and char. That started, so pepperoni was created in America. It's not an Italian thing at all, but it was created by Italian immigrants trying to replicate their cured meats that they had over in Italy with ingredients they had in America. So pork, beef, and then the different like ingredients to flavor it, fennel, chili powder. And that's usually where it gets the redness. But so people thought it was like a Italian exotic food, which is so funny to say. But it all started with the Cupparonis, because it was the casing around the pepperoni. You don't take the casing off, and that's what makes it curl up.
Oh.
And so then it was only after, like, it was multiple years, maybe even a decade before people took the casing off and the pepperoni was flat, and that took off. But it was really like its origins were the Cupparoni.
Interesting.
The crispy
It's
cuppies.
intestine, right?
Yeah, I mean, like any kind of
This is what the casing is.
casing. Yeah.
I do like the char. I just don't want the grease in the middle.
I agree. I don't want the grease either. And the reason why I love both is like there were two pizza places in my hometown. Shout out to Jerry's in Alfredo.
Hey.
But Jerry's had the flat pepperoni.
Oh, so there were like pizza places in town dueling different peps.
Yeah, Alfredo. It didn't cup a lot. It would more like it would curl a little bit. It wasn't a full cup.
It wasn't a Cupparoni.
And so the pepperoni there would be charred a little bit, and I really like that.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
What was there like a town favorite, town consensus?
It's a battle.
I think it's pretty equal.
It took me a long time. I didn't encounter Cupparoni to my knowledge until I was an adult.
Oh.
But I could have encountered it younger and was like, this is weird pepperoni. And just shoved it out of my brain.
Yeah.
I think like pepperoni is like the fun friend of pizza. Like wherever you go, it's fine. It can hang out with the vegetables.
Yeah.
It can hang out with other meats.
Yep.
It can do the job by itself.
It's a people pleaser, man.
It is.
Why hasn't pepperoni gone beyond the pizza realm?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you do see it on some sandwiches, but not a lot.
Like a salad, maybe you'll see it once in a while if they chop it up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And that's
I
kind of
feel
like
it's
any
more
salami.
Salami, but yeah. Maybe some.
I think it's the pepperoni to cheese deal, right? Because cheese is good, but kind of boring. Pepperoni is a little extra by itself, but together.
And it's not too
Magic.
spicy, but you can get it spicy.
A little bit spicier.
Yeah.
100% I will eat pepperoni out of the pouch as a little snack. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
I won't.
Yeah,
You
I
won't?
Because it's cold.
Yes,
It's
so
okay.
good.
I know.
I think I almost prefer it like that sometimes.
It doesn't matter. I'll eat it anyway. I don't care.
I think I started doing that after the like Lunchables pizza.
Oh.
And those are so like the concept of that. Who thought that was going to work? You can't, it's cold. But
It worked.
that's where I honed my taste and preference for cold pizza is I'm like, I'm going to eat this sauce out of the sauce packet because they give you so much sauce to make whatever, 2 or 3 little pizzas on a pita bread cracker. You know, all this extra sauce, slurp that up. Fabulous.
Gross.
I know, Tony. But like in Lunchables, if that's all I have to eat for the day,
Yeah.
I'm going to maximize it. And then the cold pepperonis.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
I did enjoy the Lunchable pizza, except for the crust.
It wasn't good.
Except for the crust or whatever that was.
Yeah, it's
could've
trash. It's cardboard.
It's not good.
But it's all nostalgia feels. But I loved the pep. I think I would get it so that I could eat cold pepperoni. Like, no lie.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, can we just have cold pepperoni in the house? And you've also brought in a pizza.
I've brought in pizza. I make pizza a lot at home.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm so
But like for
jealous.
real, you make like the dough.
I used to, and now I'm lazy and I don't like to do that anymore. But I do make the sauce.
Where do you get your dough from?
I get my dough from Gateway.
I always get my pizza dough from Gateway, and it's always fabulous.
It is great.
Okay,
it's the
so
best
I'm
one I
glad to have you
found.
validate that.
It's the best one I found. I've gone to Trader Joe's. Actually, Gateway was closed on a Sunday recently, and I promised one of my boys that I would make pizza. And I was like, oh my gosh, I guess I'll go to Trader Joe's because I know they have pizza dough, but I don't love it.
Mm-hmm.
They were out. And
you heard it here first, pizza dough shortage.
Yeah. And then I was like, where else can I get like pizza dough that would be decent, not like the cooked stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went over to Whole Foods, and their pizza dough was pretty good.
Good to know.
Yeah, so,
I wonder if you could like call up a pizza store and just be like, can I get some dough? I'm just really in need.
Trader Joe's, I feel like it's too, it always has the bubbles and it leaves the gaps. It's too hard to roll out.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about. I don't like working with it. It doesn't taste as good, I don't think. Gateway's solid.
Try Gateway's.
Gateway's solid.
Yes.
Shout out to Gateway.
Where do you just get
commerce.
it in their freezer section? Or
they have like a
refrigerator
little
section?
Like a pre-made refrigerator cooler section.
They have all these like pre-made foods. And they have like, they make pizza sauce there.
Do you have like a go-to pizza when you make it, or you're just experimenting every time?
Okay. I do have like a favorite combination of toppings, but like I love all sorts of toppings, and I like to get creative and crazy, different like types of sauces even. But I think my go-to usually is pepperoni, sausage, and basil.
Oh, I like that.
It's a great combination.
Like big basil, you leave it big and then let it cook down?
It depends. Sometimes I just tear it and throw it on there. Sometimes I'll do a chiffonade.
Yeah. Okay.
What does that mean?
Chiffonade?
I don't know exactly, but basically just roll up the basil leaves together and just slice them really thin.
Obviously.
Duh. I think that I could be wrong. Maybe
people.
I could be wrong. That might be not the
Here's
right.
the thing. I don't know what a chiffonade is. But I made you think that I did.
You did.
I think it's just like sliced very thin.
Right. But I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, it depends. It depends on. But yeah, I never make. I don't know. I like to experiment. I never make the. Usually the sauce is pretty much the same every time, but sometimes like one of my boys loves breakfast pizza, so I'll make.
Oh, remember when breakfast that in is so good.
It was.
I ate it for like 3 days.
It was so good because did it have like a bechamel?
One of them, yeah. One of them had a bechamel, and one of them was like your standard
so
like.
Good.
I made my own cheese sauce. I didn't like. So I made one with the bechamel sauce that had potato on it.
I think it did.
It did have potato pizzas.
And like sage, maybe.
Oh, thyme.
Yes.
Had some thyme on there. Some egg. I don't remember what else was on there, but yeah, that was
perfect.
That's pretty good.
Breakfast.
And then I also made like a standard Casey's like one, but I made my own cheese sauce for that.
Yes, that was so good.
I
love it when you bless us with your culinary adventures.
And you always start really humble. You're like, oh no, like this one's okay. And I don't know if the boys will eat it. And I was like, yes.
Or like you drop a thing in the group chat and you're like this delicious homemade thing. And you're like, guys, I just mess around and it's just going to go to waste. Would anybody eat it? I'm like, yes.
I know.
Yes.
I mean, I love to cook and I always like make way too much.
Great. Never stop.
I need to. I enjoy bringing food in, so I feel like I should do it more often.
I enjoy it as well. Please never stop.
Good.
So pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Yeah.
If you had to pick one topping, though, is it your?
I would, if I had to get a one topping pizza, I would absolutely get a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, same.
See, I feel like I used to be a pepperoni guy, but now I think Des Moines with the Graziano connection, I'm usually going to go sausage just because if it's local.
I love Graziano sausages. Yes.
It changes the game. What a journey.
Yes, we love pepperoni and we love things that are red. Thank you so much for listening to Things That Are Red. This has been a Red Dot Labs production. For more episodes and information, check out red.ad.com and be sure to follow Red Dot Branding and Marketing on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Thanks so much.